John and I met at work. We'd been together 16 years, lived together for almost 12 years. Everybody actually thought we were married. Even when at his funeral somebody said to me, I was really annoyed I didn't get invited to the wedding. I said, well, we weren't married, you know. We were just an ordinary couple who lived together. Everything we did we shared. He was my best friend as well as, you know, being my partner. In the April of 2011, he'd had a benign tumour removed from his foot. He just started acting really, really weird. And in the middle of the night, he was urging us to get out of the house. They told us, this is a psychiatric case. He's going to be transferred to a psychiatric unit. We all felt he was medically ill and needed some medical help. And unfortunately, he didn't really get what he needed. His foot was all weeping and battered, and we asked to take him out, but they wouldn't let us. 6 days in, he collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, the main hospital. Was in there for 3 days and died. I remember my son-in-law saying after he died, I've lost my best friend. And I think, so did I. And it's that gap it leaves in the family. We were a very close family unit, and it's just gone now. It's hard to deal with it at times, you know, that there is that hole in your family life that it'll never be filled by anybody else. So you've just got to get used to it and accept it. I wanted somebody to tell me what had happened, really and honestly, and for somebody to admit they'd made his mistake and to say, we're really sorry, because money wouldn't buy him back, money wouldn't bring him back at all. I just wanted to know what had gone wrong. Us not being married meant I didn't really have any say in what happened. I couldn't claim the death certificate. I couldn't ask for his medical records. And even after he died and they asked about organ donation, I wasn't allowed to make that decision. It's almost as though saying we weren't a family. John had 3 grandchildren from his daughter, but he also had what he considered was his granddaughter from my daughter. They weren't related by blood, but she was his granddaughter just as much as anybody else, as the others, you know. He doted on her. And that just seems that they didn't recognise that we were a family unit. We might not have been a family unit by the way they call their law, but we were a family unit, a very close family unit. I wanted to change things. I wanted people to accept that in a committed relationship you were committed and you didn't have to go through with a piece of paper to say you were entitled to something. The first time when we went to court and we didn't win, and I thought, well, at least we brought it to the attention of people, and maybe, because the ruling was that, no, we hadn't won, but the judge said he did hope the government would discuss it later. So when it went to appeal and they found in our favour, I was just so amazed. To carry on fighting was really, really difficult, because you just think, I want to draw a line under this. But I think with Zak's support and the way he explained things, it became a principle, I'm going to fight for this. And it was that emotional support that meant more than the legal support, I think, at the end of the day.